find clean water. And like don't like bring clean water on the plane kind of thing. I think hydration is the thing that people miss out on the most. That's the
Mm.
most essential. And like even with that, I don't forget about water for me. Like, and even with being hydrated and mineralized and all the things, like if we are stressed and tense in our mind, it's highly unlikely that your bowels are going to release, especially when you're in a new place. Because like
Mm.
we're not, I don't think we're meant to like travel that far that quickly across time zones. You know, like if we were to do that the natural way, it would take weeks and months to get that far, to another land, basically.
Yeah.
So we travel that quickly, and our body's under like immense amount of stress for not sleeping or being on an airplane, being exposed to all the electromagnetic activity that's involved with being on the airplane, all the new people. And it's like we had to sprint between our connections. So there's like making
Yeah.
the connection. There's all the elements of travel that I think like we are unavoidable, really, if we're going to choose to do it. The
I mean, they also become practiced. They also become non-stressful for people that do this all the time.
yeah, yeah.
So to be very clear, like the entire experience of Italy for me was the opposite. All I
Mm-hmm.
do is events. All I do is people. All I used to do was travel. Like
Mm,
I've driven in Europe before. All those things. So like it's fun. It's the full spectrum. But I don't think that as a society we should continue to only have this part of the conversation when it's like there are the other sides of it, and then hopefully we are as a whole like in the middle somewhere, I guess, of just
Yeah.
experience and what's the word I used to use for calluses? Like where you don't want your callus so thick that you can't feel it anymore, but
yeah.
you do need a callus for certain activity.
Yeah, the right amount of resistance, right? I think that's like the conundrum of life through everything, whether it's work or workouts or eating or sleeping. It's like finding that appropriate balance so that you can be optimal, which is what everyone is subconsciously trying to do, I think. I mean, at least I've been way more aware of it as I've kind of built this business and trying to manage my time training people and being the manager and coming up with new ideas and implementing them and then trying to be a dad and then also have a personal life and be a good husband. Like I think we're all just trying to find that the appropriate level of resistance and then monitor that with the appropriate level of balance and rest and recovery, the yin and yang of life, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
consistency and discipline.
Yeah.
Sure.
Consistency and discipline, I think, are the biggest ones. Like, if we can't be consistent and disciplined in our home life, then travel is going to like stress our system out immensely, or we have to do it in order to be happy. Like, the people who have to go on vacation in order to feel centered and at peace again means their life is shit. Like, it
Mm-hmm.
versus like if you're like, so if you're always craving vacation and adventure and something new and something fresh over and over again, it usually means that you're not resilient enough, you're not consistent enough, and you're not disciplined enough in your everyday life at home.
Retreats instead of goals.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so it's just like enjoying your life and being consistent and disciplined enough in your life so that vacation is like an opportunity to know yourself better and to have new
Mm.
experiences versus like, oh, now I'm okay. Like now I'm going to hit the reset button on myself and then feel okay to get back to my really, stressful life or life that doesn't nurture our individual happiness.
Using trips as psychedelics instead of downers, or like
You got to be careful with the word trip there because it could be used as in a couple different
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
it's a zinger. It's a double. It is a pun entendre or whatever, like double entendre. But yeah, truly. But yeah, vacations. Um, using them to escape or to like fulfill like the goal, like fulfillment of a goal instead of just like trying to feel better for a couple days, man, until I have to go
Yeah,
back.
and then like when you come back, your life is waiting for you right when you get off the
So
plane, and it just makes the travel home that much worse. You
Mhm.
know?
Immune system lower too, because it's like a lot of people get back from vacation and now they're sad again because they missed their vacation.
mm,
So you just never, it continues the loop, or we wish we had that life instead of like living your life like you're playing. or combining playing with working hard and really enjoying yourself. Like, I think we're used to saving that energy for vacation time or retreat time when we really ideally should be living that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
it's such a
no,
weird
go ahead.
word. I mean, vacation. I mean, I never say vacation. Now that I'm thinking about it, I always say I need to travel.
Mm-hmm.
I never use the word vacation. I mean, I travel. I mean, for me, it's a trip. What you say. I mean, trip in the sense that just wandering around with
Right.
no plan, meeting people, doing things, explore, and finding yourself if necessary. But mostly for me, is like see what's around. It's not like a vacation from. I mean, I mean, vacation is from what you usually do from the routine, right?
Right.
For me, going out is like I need to travel, I need to explore, I need to see what's around. It's not just my reality. There's other stuff, and then that's what I learn, and that's what I bring back.